Hello, welcome in everybody. Let's get back to some more diamond painting, shall we? Oh, apologies for being a few minutes late. I miscalculated a little bit just how long it was going to take me to make 2 batches of flapjack this morning. I also didn't get out of bed particularly early, so yeah, I literally I was getting the last batch out of the oven at exactly 10 o'clock. So I just threw the stream on and then immediately ran downstairs. So yeah. And we are here. Amazingly. I only started like 3-4 minutes late. It's not bad. It's not too bad. That's pretty on time for me. Just gonna do some quick admin because trouble is where I've got the lovely Grogu here is I've had to push my keyboard all the way back. So it means that I have to lean all the way over here in order to get to it. So just gonna do a quick thingy to say that I am live. Go. Okay. That should at some point, like, post. There we go. Yeah, so I am doing more diamond painting. We'll see now that I don't have any more of the dot admin to do. how far we get. I've just realised that because I tidied everything up yesterday, that I put the little tray in the wrong place, so I just need to go grab that. I've got it's like one of those well, it's one of those IKEA pegboards. Oh, sorry, it's knocking the entire desk there. Yeah, it's one of those like IKEA pegboards, but I've got one of the big ones. I haven't managed to actually hang it on the wall yet. That's for another day. But I did put all of the attachments on it, just so I could sort of like visualize where I was going to put them all. And then currently just put it like, just leaned it up against the wall where I'm going to put it. So I can still use it for now. It's just obviously a lot further down currently. But yeah, I've tidied up, put all of the dot stuff on there yesterday. I don't know where all of this. Probably there. Yeah, put all of the dot stuff in there yesterday, so to sort of like see how it would work, just see how tidy it would actually be. And it's pretty tidy. This is one of the little containers, so they like slide off. So you've got like a little like the lids are actually attached to the pegboard, and then this slides into it, so it's quite a decent sized little tub, and then holds all of the little packets. So that is fabulous. I did also get my desk mat out, because just like to try and keep the desk a bit cleaner. I think that's all the blue ones. Put that one back in there for now. I don't think we're going to get to any of the like brown and green colours anytime soon, so. Yeah, I've been, well, after I finished stream yesterday, I went on quite a bit of a sort of cleaning and sort of DIY spree yesterday. So I had, when I had to purchase a new bed, because the other one just collapsed completely, because I've got a double bed in here now, I got 2 bedside tables, so I've got one on each side, and I'd done one of them and then for whatever reason I was just like, I don't fancy doing DIY for like, you know, ages, so the other one had just been like, it was in here but it was in the box, just like in the corner of the room. And yesterday I was just like, I already had some other furniture coming because I've got some like under bed storage things, are like on wheels, which were quite handy, sort of like putting bedding in and stuff like that, all the boring stuff. But I was like, I'm doing those anyway, I might as well just put the table together. So I finally did that yesterday. So I got all 3 of those things done. Like just had a bit of a tidy round in here and just tried to make it look a little bit nicer. Still got a long ways to go. Just putting everything away because I've still got quite a few like boxes that I haven't unpacked yet. So I really need to do that. Right, so F is what we're doing next, so that is 15. I don't think I actually need quite as many as that. We'll see. Just leave that there for now. Might actually have to put my hair up because it is getting in my way. That's better. Just got like, so this is like slightly the problem from when I got my hair cut, is that for some reason there is just one random bit here that the hair what's the hairstylist, but you know what I mean, like they just really aggressively chopped it back. Like I think she was trying to add in layers, but for some reason, because it goes that way, I should just cut that one really, really short, so now it just gets in the way of everything. Because it hasn't grown back to the same speed as the rest of it. So now the rest of my hair is too long, and that bit is still too bloody short to do. But trying to find a hair salon that deals with predominantly curly hair is I don't think really possible here. Or at least if it is, it's probably going to be more expensive, so I deal with the ones that I've got. So I'm going to finish off this one from yesterday, the lines from yesterday, and then I'll get started on the next 5. At least it means by the time I finish stream, the flapjack should be cool enough for me to be able to eat it. Because this is a new recipe one that I have tried. Well, I have adapted recipe into completely my own thing because I rarely ever follow recipes to the letter, even when you're meant to. Sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, made well, I've made two different batches because they were for one's for me, one's for the housemate. Because she wanted granola bars. Well, she was going to get some granola bars from the shop, and I was like, well, I was going to make some flapjack for myself anyway. So why don't I just make you some as well? I do not like dry fruit, really. The only time I will eat dried fruit is, well, like raisins and stuff. The only time I'll eat those is in hot cross buns. Really. Because you can't really make them without it. But I will try very much to avoid foods that contain them. Mostly. Because I don't like them. But yeah, so I made one tray for her that's got like fruit and chopped nuts in, because it's actually really useful. I went to the shop the other day and they just had like a fairly big bag, sort of, you know, probably about that big, of just mixed nuts and mixed fruit. I think actually it was only like sultanas, but it was like mixed nuts and fruit, basically. Just ready to go. Sort of trail mix type thing. So I just grabbed that. Because it worked out about the same price as... well, actually it worked out a lot cheaper than getting individual packets of stuff. Means that I don't have then multiple bags of stuff open. I don't have to, you know, make up my own quantities, just sling it all in. I did chop it up though, because some of it was like whole nuts and stuff, so chopped them up just to make it a bit more edible in a chunk of granola. But yeah, made that for her. And then made myself a slightly different version, because I put macadamia nuts and coconut in it. And I've never tried those two together, so I'm very excited. At some point, if I get into cooking streams, I'll probably make that again. If it's good, well, I've already written down the recipe because I'm always terrible for that. I'll change recipes and then I'll forget to actually write down what I've put in them, so inevitably forget. I have written down immediately what the recipe is for this one, so if it is good, I will find somewhere to post it so that other people can try it if they want. Well, I mean, I could still post it anyway because, you know, personal preference. What I don't like, someone else might. So, unless it's like fundamentally a broken recipe, then I don't see the harm. But I've got loads of part of me's trying to like have a bit of just getting a little bit heavy-handed with those. Part of me is kind of like I want to sort of renew everything that's in my baking cupboard. Because, you know, like, I know there's things like bags of sugar and that don't go off, but it's also not really good for them to be sitting around open for ages and ages. So every now and again I like to just have a bit of a baking spree and just get rid of things. But in a good way. So rather than just like throwing it out, I'll just bake loads of things and then eat them or give them away. So, you know, I haven't actually done the giving away bit yet, but I could. So yeah, that's what I'm sort of doing. Also because I had some stuff left over from, well, supposed to be hosting a party the other week, a few weeks ago. That didn't end up happening because people were not feeling well and various other things. So I have an entire carton of egg yolks, egg whites that I was going to make meringues out of for everybody that I never ended up actually using for the party. So I know you can freeze them, but I don't have a lot of freezer space because it's also full of party food. So yeah, just gonna make a load of meringues, I think, and then just scoff them. I did think of making a lemon meringue pie, but I don't really like that because I don't like the fake lemon flavour. I don't really think I have the time or the energy to make an entire lemon curd. I have 2 lemons in the fridge that I don't think that's gonna be enough. So yeah, it's just gonna have to be meringues. I could practice making marshmallows with it, I suppose, but I don't think I have all the ingredients. Okay. I don't know whether to do all the F's in this one or whether to just sort of go back and start over. You know what? I'm going to carry on doing the F's because I think I'm getting like fairly accurate with these now. Sort of in being able to put them where they need to be, kind of thing. Move that up a little bit. But yeah. How is everyone doing today? I don't know if there is anybody here that feels like chatting. If you'd rather just lurk and chill, that is also a valid choice. I mean, I could just keep waffling about cooking for a while, but if someone comes out of luck, tells me to shut up because it's making them hungry, I would say, yeah, that's fair. yeah, essentially I've got to be in the kitchen for quite a while today. Can't seem to get these to like go in a thing. Just need to double check something. I feel like I'm getting through these quite quickly today, these. So, just doing another 5 lines now, and then see how that goes, I think. Don't want to start too many at once, because obviously it'll just start to dry out otherwise. So trying to just do a little bit at a time. Also checked my schedule for next week, and fortunately it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to stream unless I did either really early mornings or fairly late evenings, because I think most of my week next week is like 11 o'clock starts and like 8 o'clock finish, or like half 8 finish. So I wouldn't get back here until past 9, and I would have to leave here at probably like 10:15. So I don't really think I'm going to be able to get in streams next week. Potentially I might be able to on Thursday, because I'm trying to think, I can't remember if it's Monday or Sunday I've got out. But yeah, either way, so I'm off for a few days from the 7th. Not here over that weekend. But yeah, I'm potentially I was potentially going to go meet up with some people for the Friday, but that is not likely happening now. Because there's just been some things going on, so, which is totally understandable. And you know, to be honest, if I'd booked stuff already, I would be more upset about it. But it's like, things happen, and probably not really gonna be mad at saving money right now. So, just sort of have to try and do things a little bit later on. Which is totally fine. Don't know how I managed to like space these, so there's a massive gap there. I think this is looking fairly, like fairly even so far. Well, they don't look too wonky. Ooh. Just gonna get rid of that one because it's got like, it doesn't look like it's been cut out properly. Still little bits of plastic on it. I'm gonna flip these ones over because they're all upside down. I say, oh yeah, they're not too wonky as I immediately don't make one wonky. It's fine. Everything's fine. I will also say that at some point, I will be pausing. It might not be today, but at some point I will be pausing on the diamond painting. Because there has been a new playtest released for Go-Go Town, which I streamed on here a little while back when they did the last one, or one of the last ones. They've just opened that up yesterday. I came off stream, literally ran downstairs, grabbed lunch, and then proceeded to nearly choke myself on my sandwich when I saw that they had released a new update. So to the new playtest. So I was like, oh my god, I need to play this. I haven't opened it yet, because I wanted to stream it. And I was like, I don't have the time to do 2 streams today, so but depending on how quiet things are this evening, I might do like a bit of a late night evening stream or something. It's Thursday. Yeah. So like I have to sort out dinner at some point, but I will definitely try and see if I can find some time to do that. So there you go. It might be a rare occasion where I do 2 streams in one day. Aren't you all so lucky? Or unlucky, it's probably more like it. Yeah. I mean, I could in theory do it today, or like on this stream, because it's exactly the same setup. All I would do is just where this camera is, the one I'm pointing to, where this camera is I'll just flip over to the game screen, but I don't think I'll have time to do that this afternoon. Well, this morning, technically. Plus, I kind of want it to be a bit. I want it to be a little less quiet, in the nicest way. Like, people, as I say, people are more than welcome to live. I don't actually have like viewer numbers on here. I don't actually know how to turn them on OBS, to be fair, but with it being a sort of new indie game and being like fairly, I want to say fairly small at the moment. Like, it's not got a massive like they have a Discord. There's not like masses of people in there at the moment, I don't think. Like, I want to bring as much attention to it as possible, kind of thing. So, you know, wait till I know there's more people around. Kind of thing. I don't mind doing this when it's, you know, quiet, because I'd be doing this anyway, so not really. It's not really an issue, but I want to make I want to make decent content for that game. Chair seems to be stuck on the carpet. I want to make decent content for that game. I'm just also going to move my camera down because for some reason it's like... There we go. I don't know why the camera's suddenly just like looking completely above my head. It's like it's been adjusted for someone that's like 6 foot. Definitely not me. Yeah, I want to get into more like content creation and doing stuff that you know, I say, you know, I don't know. My brain's just going on a tangent now. Like stuff like this I just find very casual, kind of, you know, as I say, I don't mind if people are here or not, if they want to come watch, but I kind of want to do a bit more like, I don't know if proper is the right word, but I guess, you know, at some point get back into the swing of things and actually make this as slightly more of a viable, you know, part of my self-employment again. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because haven't really been doing a whole lot in terms of hobbies and fun things recently, and I really want to get back into doing things I actually want to do and enjoy doing, rather than shitty work just for the sake of getting money, which currently isn't at the moment, because with the amount of strikes that we've been on, not really got a whole lot. Okay, so I think I've got a few more of these. Just a couple more, and then I'm just going to double check that I've got all of them. So, there's no more. There's no F's there. There's no F's along there. I have no more F's. There we are. Gonna put that one over there for now. No F's. Hey Alex, welcome in. Yep, I have no more F's to do. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Now we'll just need, so P is 13. Same old, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh. Oh. There we go. Just shaking them all over the place now. Okay, so starting on all of the P ones now. I can't say that in any way that doesn't make it sound like I'm just saying P, you know. It's not really what I'm trying to say, but, you know. I guess I could just say 13. It's actually the number. Just zoom in a little bit more just so you can actually see, because now with me leaning over, it's probably not exactly very easy. Also sort of having to look at a certain angle because the light is actually, see if I can move that a little bit. Yeah, no, that actually made that worse. There we are, that's a bit better. Because it's obviously, because it's sticky, so it's got like a shiny film on it, so the light is bouncing directly off it, so you can actually see where any of the what the actual things were. It's like not massively helpful. There we go. That's fine. These ones are a little bit trickier because there's none surrounding them at the moment, so I'm just happy to try and line them up as best as I can, and hoping that they look all right. Don't know where that one just pinged to. So I'll find that all the way. Ah, it's under there. Ah. My hand's not even sticky and I'm getting stuck to it now. Just flinging the tray everywhere instead. Hello, hello. Dots, 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 dots. All the dots. How are you, Luba? I am currently working on the third set of rows now. So this is going well so far. I am thoroughly enjoying it, I have to say. Not too bad, thanks. Working. Boo. Boo to work. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Started a little bit late this morning. Yawning already, that's not a good sign. Started a little bit late this morning because I was making some flapjack. Which I can smell all the way up here, even with the door closed, and it's making me incredibly hungry. But other than that, I am doing pretty good. So, the only plus side is that, at least it means by the time I end stream, it should hopefully be cool enough to actually cut up and eat. So I've made 2 different batches. So I've made one for my housemate. She tends to eat more granola-y stuff. Not like the granola squares and that you can get from the shop. So I made one for her, which is like mixed nuts and sultanas, I think it is. And then I made one, so that's one tray, and then I made a second tray for me, which is macadamia nuts and coconut. Because I've just been really feeling in a coconut mood recently. I have never tried making... I've never tried putting coconut in flapjack, and I've not tried this recipe. I'll post sound epic. Fingers crossed. Beef, welcome in. Hello. Yeah, I've not tried making either of those. Like, well, I've made flapjack with macadamia nuts in before, but specifically like the base recipe that I used for this one, I've completely adapted already. So it's also got honey in it. Both of them have got honey in as well, rather than golden syrup, because I don't actually like golden syrup, so we don't, well, I say I don't like it, so we don't have it in house. I don't like it, so I don't eat it anyway, and we just don't have any, so I just use honey instead because I find it a lot nicer. And I think Morrison's do like I think it was like maybe 40p or something, 40-50p jar of honey. I could be entirely wrong, I can't remember how much I actually got, but it was just like they're really cheap range. What about maple syrup? I have done maple syrup before. I really want to do pecan and maple syrup, because I know that is a classic combo. But I don't have any maple syrup in the house at the moment. I am, however, so I've seen that there's a few places on Amazon that just do like the big jugs of like Canadian import stuff. So I'm just gonna get one of those, because when I eat maple syrup, I eat maple syrup. So it will get used. And then I won't feel bad about using it in the flapjack, because I find the stuff that you get in the shops usually is just... Oh, I actually didn't need to put that on that line yet. I find the stuff is either ridiculously expensive for no reason, or they cut it with like carob syrup, so it's not proper maple syrup. And I used to know some Canadians that once brought us back like one of the big jugs of maple syrup, and now I'm just like, I can't eat anything else, it's too good. It's try Gula, is it Gula Melaka? From Coconut Palm. Oh, what's that? Also, sorry if I just absolutely butchered that phrasing. The pronunciation, rather. I don't think I've heard of that, though. Well done on pronouncing it correctly. Yes. Well, there you go. I can pronounce it. I don't know what it is, but I can at least pronounce it. It's one step closer, right? But yeah, essentially I have, for anyone that wasn't here earlier when I was just chatting shit, this is what happens when I'm left alone and unsupervised, is all I'll say. Basically I am trying to, oh, it's palm sugar from the coconut palm. Oh, okay. I'll have to try some of that. Yeah. Oh, that would actually be really nice. I'm now wondering, it's just like a random thought thing. I mean, besides eggs, because I don't think there is a coconut substitute for those, could you make a cake that was entirely of coconut substitute? Because I know you can get coconut flour, you can get coconut sugar, you can get coconut milk, or, you know, coconut drinks. Like, how coconutty would that coconut cake be? The ultimate. I mean, I know the argument would probably be like, if you want a coconut, just eat a damn coconut. But that would just be hilarious. To just make an entirely coconut cake. I kind of want to see if it worked then. But yeah, essentially I am, well, partly because I'm hungry and I want snacks, but also I'm having a bit of a purge of my baking cupboard. So, the best way for me to do that is just to make loads of stuff. So I'm making, yeah, I've made 2 batches of flapjack. I'm gonna make, well, I've been really wanting coconut cake for some weird reason. Just craving coconut cake. I've never tried making it before, but I'm going to try making that later. And then I was supposed to be hosting a dinner party a few weeks ago, and then everyone got ill, like literally on the day they were meant to come round. I've got, I was going to make meringues for everyone, and I've got now like one of those, you can get like the cartons of egg whites from the shop, so I got one of those, just make a bunch of meringues, and it literally goes off in a couple of days. So I know you can freeze them, but because it was also, because I'd also made loads of party food at this point, all of that went in the freezer, so there isn't any room. So I'm just gonna make a load of meringues and then just eat those. So that should also purge a few more things from the cupboard. Alright, come on now. Flip over. And the last gems. Don't be awkward. But yeah, so it's been a good purge. I'm trying to do it like sort of before Christmas so that then I can get in all of the new stuff to like if I'm gonna be making things for people, I want it to all be fresh stuff. And like I know things like sugar and that don't go off, but I don't want to be giving people stuff that's been hanging around for a little while, you know, so yeah, we're trying to find a slightly more creative way than just throwing stuff out, because it's always the way. I am a bit of a womble. I will always collect things and then go, oh, I'll keep that for later. Rarely end up using it, but it's always that way that if I do throw it out, I know I will need it. Could be at least 90% coconut, but eggs bind it. Not sure if there's a coconut sub for eggs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I know you can use like the chickpea water and stuff you can use as a substitute for egg, but I also have some of that in the freezer. But I don't think well, I've never tried using it. I don't really think it would work all that well. Love it. Yeah, aquafaba, yeah. Because one of the... Again, because I try to waste as little as possible. It doesn't always happen, unfortunately. But try to waste as little stuff as possible. And because I was making sweet potato falafels, it was one of like the nibbles that I have an entire freezer full of now. Because when I host dinner parties, I go all out. I make stuff. Like, you know, fair enough, I'll buy like the cocktail sausages to make pigs in blankets, but I'll still make the pigs in blankets. But yeah, I made a load of sweet potato falafels. Obviously have chickpeas in, and I was like, if it was just one tin of chickpeas, I probably wouldn't have bothered. But the fact that I'd use like 3 tins, I was like, there is quite a lot of liquid here. Like, I don't want to leave that, so yeah, just like froze it in the ice cube tray and then slung it in a bag in the freezer. No idea what I'm going to use for it yet. Sure sort of thing you can make like, well, as I know you can make eggs and stuff, but make cakes and that. But I'm sure I've seen a thing you can make vegan marshmallows, I think it is. I've got a couple of vegan friends, so might just make some of those. See if I can make some of those. If it goes horribly wrong, you know, at least I haven't wasted too much stuff. Also, welcome in Hoove. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Didn't need to purge the flat. How is the packing going, Beeves? I hope it's going well so far. How many more pairs of shoes have you discovered? Which Womble are you? You know, I don't actually know. And now I'm wondering if there is a test to find out what kind of Womble I am. There possibly is, because aquafaba comes from chickpeas, which if you have dairy allergy, have a high chance of being allergic to chickpea soybean, because the protein is similar to dairy. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't actually know that. I mean, I was kind of wondering, because like I know that I know soy in that is like an allergy thing. I didn't realise it was because it was similar to dairy. Which I suppose makes sense because I guess that like there has to be a reason why you can substitute it for dairy products. I just never actually thought about it in that way. Packing on hold because I'm tired. You know what? That is fair. Welcome to my world of CMBHR. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's probably some kind of test. There are tests on the internet for everything. Yeah. That is very true. I mean, all I can say is thank God that this is a space fright where absolutely no one in this chat so far has piped up saying, "What's a wumble?" Because I think we all collectively would have just cried. Mentally prepping for peopling later. That is fair. I hope the peopling goes well and that you can people to the bare minimum without any complaints. I'm doing a very good job of putting these at the right angle onto this. Just keep. There we go. We're talking about the band, right? Oh god. Still waiting on my Housing Association to hurry up and give us a date for viewing key handover. Yeah, like, you know, if it was that they were waiting for something from you, they would be like, come on, hurry up. Can't believe that you've, you know, taken 20 whole minutes to respond to my email. But as soon as you're the one waiting around, it's like, oh, it's fine. We'll just, you know, take 3 to 5 business weeks. And you're like, excuse me? Like, this needs to hurry up now. Thanks. Got things to do. Won't take long. All I have to do is collect meds and get Doggo to the vets. Ah, fair. I hope both of those things go okay. Because I know doggos and vets are never two things that should mix. They never enjoy it. Put that one a little bit wonky. That's the developer dragging their feet. Oh. Ugh. Oh, is it still like in the building phase kind of thing? Is it like new builds? I mean, all I'm saying is it takes me about 12 hours to make a whole house on House Flipper, so really they need to hurry up their game. That's all I'm saying. Because, you know, building a house for real is totally not any different. Mum once told Housing Association that if it takes 3 to 5 weeks to get repairs done, then the rent will be 3 to 5 weeks late. Amazing what motivation that was. Yeah. I think that's fair. It's just like, well, nah. Like, I'm currently not living in safe conditions. So in order for you to be complying with the law, legally, you can't be renting this to me. So I'm just gonna not pay you. And then that counts, right? Oh, what's that? You can come out in 20 minutes? Good. Okay, which one do we need next? A 14. We went up there earlier and it's completed but it's still behind the metal gate. But there was someone looking at the house next door to ours, so I think they're doing a snag list. Oh, okay. well, hopefully they hurry the F up, because as someone that is very used to living surrounded by boxes, it ain't fun to do that. So, fair play to you for being able to get everything like packed up as quickly as you have. But hopefully you're not then sitting around sort of twiddling your thumbs waiting to get it all sorted at the other end. I have missed a single E. That is deeply upsetting. It's just hiding in the very corner. But if you can see it just there. Estimated time of handover is 4th of September. But I want it now. Yeah. No, I can 100% understand that. Especially I think as well, like when you've you know, sort of that thing of like I know they say like, you know, oh well, I've been waiting for X amount of time, you know, I can wait a bit longer. Nah. Hell nah. Like, sort of, it's harder when you can see the countdown timer getting smaller and smaller, and just like, please, just let me in. Packed up what I can, all non-essential stuff. Yeah, makes sense. Not a true daughter if you don't miss at least one. Good to know. I feel better already. Put that one in because I will miss that one as well. Is it all spill it over your hand? Yeah. Well, I did have one yesterday where I dropped the packet. Fortunately, because the lip of the plastic was sort of tilted up slightly. They sort of all landed on that. They didn't land directly on the canvas or all over me. But I do have that fear of at some point dropping them on the floor. Because if I do that in here, I'm just gonna cry because it's carpet and it's like fairly spongy carpet as well. So if I drop them on here, I'm not getting them up again. Like, the only way that they're getting picked up is in a Hoover. I had to do that with some beads before, back when I was doing jewellery making. I had like tiny little sort of like teeny tiny little beads that for like crimping the wire, and like, I mean, you think these dots are small, they were probably about half the size, and I dropped those on carpet. It was about a pack of 500 of them. That did not go very well. Yeah. I had to go order some more. So, reason number 281 why I prefer wooden floors. Because you don't get that problem, you can just sweep them up with the dustpan. If this was my house, I would have ripped out the carpet in here already, to be fair. Because I can't stand carpet. Shiny feet, yeah. You know, and who doesn't like, you know, walking across a floor and immediately going skiing? Like, it's just the best. I don't think I've done too badly on this one. Almost finished all of these rows, and it's only 11:15. So that is all of the A's done. So I've just got a couple more colours to do on this line. This is another thing I worry about, is picking up the wrong bag and putting them in it. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad with, like, you know, if I put that one in that one. But some of these, they are not the easiest to spot. So sorry, I just realised that was completely, like, off camera, most of it. How shiny it is so far. Ah. I'm also gonna have to find a place to put Grogu. I think this is kind of the only reason why I've sort of held off of 6 is 6. Nice and easy. Why I held off doing dots for so long is because I was like, I'm gonna have to hang them up somewhere. I don't know where to put them. This one definitely is 6. Yeah? I mean, it's upside down to me, but I know it's a 6. So that just looks like such a colour change. Try and get the camera to like focus in on that. Like, that feels like such a colour change from what we've got here, to have those like next to it. But I guess we shall see. That is just such a different colour. I don't get this. Having said that, you know, it is sci-fi and other planetly, you know, things, so I guess maybe it doesn't need to match exactly. Oh, it does actually look like it blends in a little bit better. Just looks very odd, because to me these are like, this one's sort of like a greyish blue, and then you've got this one which I would say is more like teal coloured. I wouldn't really think about putting those colours next to each other. I'm not gonna lie as well, actually, that looking at this is kind of making me want to play No Man's Sky again. I haven't played it in ages. Although I know as soon as I load it up, I'm going to be annoyed the heck out of by a whole bunch of angry sentinels because they just do not like me. And turns out as well, they also didn't really like me running well, it wasn't drug running as such, it was just taking contraband to different solar systems. But, I mean, hey, Space Girl's gotta do what a Space Girl's gotta do, and I don't see those Sentinels paying me for upgrading my ship, so gotta make some money somehow. Do need to actually go on there and find a nice planet to inhabit. Because the one that my current base is on is not very nice. I think it's a radioactive planet as well. So, at some point I will get back to that. I think probably the only saving grace in that one is that because I hadn't played it all that much, I was still figuring things out anyway. Because the problem I have with games is if I've got really far in the game and, like, you know, I knew how to do it at that point, what tends to happen is that I will stop playing for whatever reason. And then when I try and come back to it, I've completely forgotten how to do everything. Whereas with No Man's Sky, I didn't actually know how to do everything anyway. So I have less to lose. And to be fair, like, once I got a hang of the base mechanics, it wasn't actually that bad. So, okay, I'm looking for Y, which is 12. Again, going back to the, like, grey-blue colours. These weird turquoisey ones, just, I feel like they're going to stick out like a sore thumb. I'm trying not to judge until I see the whole picture. Trying very hard. Yeah, I put way too many in there for that. There you go. Oh, that's another 5 rows done. And we've still got like 40 minutes left. I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see that a bit better. Shiny. Try not to, like, knock the thing over. Yeah, these, like, even on the camera, like, you can see the difference, but on my end, these are like bright turquoise. They really stick out, and I don't quite know how I feel about this colour. Because, like, even on the little image that it's got here, it doesn't look like that colour, but it's the one they say it is, so I will trust them. I will now just peel back another 5 rows. get started on those. Got about, like I say, I've got about 40 minutes roughly. I don't know if Ju has posted at all, like when she is planning to get on. No, she said she's got some stuff to do first. She won't be on until afternoon at all. Yeah, I mean, with all the stuff I need to do today, I probably won't be on for super long. Sort of after 12. But I might possibly, depending on how things go today, how tired I am later, I might be doing a bit of a later evening stream. Again. I say again. I might do another stream because I'll just zoom that out so you can actually see the whole thing now. Because there is a new playtest for Go-Go Town. I can't remember who was here when I streamed that one a little while back. So I had a playtest out for a while. But they've just released. Well, so they've been sort of releasing it like a week ahead for creators and that. And then I think the public playtest is gonna be sometime next week. But I was thinking I might try and play a bit of that later. I haven't loaded it up, but they've done a lot. For anyone that hasn't seen it, I think probably this most similar game I can think of is like My Sims. Sort of that style. Sort of like, you got a little town, you got like, well, you basically become like the newly elected mayor of the town. It's like old tourist towns falling into disrepair, like only you can save it kind of thing. You sort of like set up shops, choose who you want to run them kind of thing, and then like run around gathering materials so that they can keep making things for the shop. We've got loads of different things. So I think just from what I remember from last time, they had like, you can make like a little arcade, you can make like a little tavern, which is adorable. They had like loads of different craft shops. And it's really sweet as well, because in their Discord they've got like a suggestions area where people could like make suggestions on like what they want to see in the game, what they'd like to see in the game. And I made the suggestion of having a candle shop, because it's me, obviously. But also a little market stall, because so during one of the really, really early playtests, so you can sort of like, you can automate stuff in a way, sort of hire people to automate some of the stuff. and they had the most prolific fisherman who just kept fishing up, like crabs and lobsters and fish all day long, to the point where he was literally running around town just filling up every storage area with fish. Like, it was ridiculous. So I made the suggestion of adding a market stall so that you could sell unwanted produce. So you can also do like gardening and stuff in it as well. Looks like it would also save on the impact that the game has, because like the game has on your computer, because obviously the more stuff it's having to render, obviously the more graphically intensive that's going to be, or like resource intensive. So it's like it will actually probably help to not have your game crashed by 3,000 fish being just lying around all over the place. And they added both of those in, and I was like, this is a thing. And the whole game is just absolutely adorable. But yeah, I'm gonna try and jump on that tonight. They don't have any NDAs with this playtest, so it's basically like you can jump into it wherever and like do videos, streams, whatever. I was like, excellent. Because that's the only trouble I have working with, well, I wouldn't say it's a trouble, because it's actually usually quite nice to be able to sort of take your time and do stuff, but it's the one thing that stresses me out a little bit, working with new games or game releases, is embargoes, because I always panic that I'm gonna have like read the wrong date and release it on the wrong day or something. And I never do, but it's just anxiety gremlins for you. But I was just like, that was my only question of just like, can I stream it now? They were like, yes, this is absolutely fine. I was like, cool, thank you, taking that. But I know that they've added a lot of stuff. Considering that I'm trying to remember when their last playtest was, actually. I didn't mark it on my calendar. I had it on my calendar before. Oh yeah, their last playtest was in July. The very beginning of July. So they've had like just over a month. And they're already doing another playtest. And they've added a load of stuff in. So, like, fair play to them. Done a lot. But yeah, for anyone that would be interested in that, I'm going to try and play that later. For anyone that isn't, feel free to find alternative streams. If I do stream. Because I know those kind of games aren't for everybody. I was thinking of trying to do a Paleo stream at some point, but I feel like I might have to start another account in order to do that, because you can only have one one player save per account, and the one that I've got already, like, I'm fairly far through, like, well, I don't know if I'm really far through the story, because I don't really know how long it is at the moment, but I've done a lot already, so I kind of feel, I don't know, maybe it doesn't actually matter to a lot of people. But I don't like streaming stuff that I'm halfway through. So, or sort of like midway through, I suppose. I like to sort of have the whole thing on stream. Plus then sometimes I feel a little bit guilty if I then, if I'm, what do I call it? If I'm playing through a specific save on stream, I then feel weird about doing anything on that one off stream. Because then it's like, oh, I could be making content out of this and I'm not. Or like, are people then going to be confused when I come back to it? Especially not streaming regularly. Like if I did that with all the games, it'd probably be. I probably would have finished most of the storylines by the time I get back to it. That was not straight at all. Oh, Lou, if you are still there at all, have you had any luck doing the Vaz challenge for this week, or have you not had time to try it yet? So I know you were saying yesterday that InSim was having trouble doing it. Did it on Monday, it took about 2 hours. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, is that when you were, was that the one that you were streaming with, Gavin Jew? Or was that Sunday? I can't remember. I am losing track of the days of the week. I mean, fair play for getting it done. Yeah, I take it back about some of these not being wonky. They are a little bit. Like not by loads, but just enough for me to be able to notice. No, that was Saturday. Played again on Monday. Would have asked you, but already had 4 people. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, I get that. I know, it's kind of that thing of like, you kind of wish there was either options to be spectators. Or... Now, could you imagine, right, if they allowed an option where you could have 5 people, but one of them plays the ghost? So it's like you get told what kind of ghost you are and like you have certain things that you can do. Actually, we have 5 and Gavin Jew had to take turns. Yeah, spectator would be good. Stop down here. I put way too many in. I've not got many of these left. play again at some point, so it's not the end of the world. I've seen that in other games. Sadly, fans will never do. Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because it's sort of like, well, you know, what's the point? I suppose maybe from their logical point, it's like there's not really a whole lot to like, not a lot necessarily to spectate, I suppose. I just realised just how creaky this chair is. Can't get the bag. We're saying if we all play again, might stream in Discord so more can play and still be role taking turns. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, definitely. That's what I do a fair bit as well. Like, if I'm not, like, if I'm just playing a game or something, just casually, like, I'll just sit and Discord chat with people and just stream the game that I'm playing then and there, kind of thing. So, you know, I still feel like you're hanging out with people and, like, doing stuff. But yeah, like, I don't mind even just, like, watching. Found you, tiny gem. You were not meant to be here. Stop trying to hide from me. Yeah, there's been a few of the gems that aren't in the right places. Although we definitely take turns to play. There. Just thought actually I need to put those back over this side because I've sort of started the next line now. I feel as well, especially like streaming it to Discord, it feels a lot more casual, doesn't it? Like, it just feels like you're sort of sitting there in the room hanging out with people, as opposed to on stream where you sort of feel like, you know, I don't know if censor yourself is the right phrasing, but, you know, you sort of, doesn't feel quite as relaxed. So that might actually work out a little bit better as well. To do it via Discord. Yeah, always conscious of stream. Yeah, exactly. You know, and also, you know, keeping up with the chat and keeping an eye out for rude people trying to sell your followers and nonsense like that. Yeah, as much as I do really enjoy streaming, I think I would overall find the experience more positive and like more enjoyable if there wasn't just horrible people that, you know, decide to try and make it an unpleasant experience, shall we say. But I think that goes for a lot of things, to be fair. Ooh, someone managed to turn that one upside down. I think I really need a pair of tweezers for this. I know this thing's technically supposed to be like tweezers for the gems, but sometimes you get little bits of fluff stuck to it. There we go. You can see a little bit better. Oh, getting through these fairly quickly. Probably about another 10 minutes because I am getting very hungry. Not gonna lie. I've been smelling that flapjack for ages now, and it's definitely gonna have to be cool enough to cut up. Yeah, it's been a pretty good week for baking, because I also made some bread the other day, because I was gonna make myself a sandwich, and then the shop bought loaf I had gone off. I bought like some ciabatta buns, and they were literally like, it was the day, like they were best before, And it was literally only the day after, and they were already mouldy. And I was like, well, if they're mouldy now, they were presumably mouldy yesterday, so they weren't best before then. It was literally like, nah, mate, already gone. So I was a little bit miffed, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bloody make me own. It's less hassle than going to the shops, buying a whole loaf of bread for like nearly £2. And then having it go off before I've eaten it. So at least then if I've made it, I know exactly how long it's been there. Can't wait to bake again. What do I make to christen my new kitchen? Oh, Beef, that is a really good question. And we gotta be a cake of some kind, right? What is your favourite cake? Because I think you should make that one. And then eat it all to yourself while the kids are unpacking their boxes. And Mr. Beaverhausen can put away all of his shoes. Um, 17 chocolate cakes, 14 lemon cakes, 250 sausage rolls, and 38 Battenbergs for good measure. Oh, dirty truth. I mean, that would be epic. Even I haven't made that much food in one go though. I think it would have to be industrial. I don't have the tins to do all that. Yeah, that was partly why it took me so long, to be fair, doing the flapjack, because I had to wait for the first one to come out of the oven so that I could reuse the same tray. Okay, reduce all of the above by 1. Hi, apologies if I butcher your name. Lorna Tori? Is that right? Lorna Torin? Hi, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We are currently chatting about cake. If you are of a cake-liking persuasion, feel free to tell us your favourite cake. Or baked good. You know. If you don't like cake, baked goods are also an option. I'll be honest, I'm just kind of happy to be making something that I've actually been eating lately. Because the last thing that I baked was gluten-free chocolate cake, which, you know, I have absolutely no problem doing. But again, as that was for the party, there was no one else here, so I just ate a half of a gluten-free chocolate cake by myself. And you would think that isn't a bad thing, or that, you know, that isn't a bad thing, but I don't really care for chocolate cake all that much. I'm French, so the name just has sense in French. Oh, that's fair. Sorry for the English, I'm not fluent. No, that is totally fair. Yeah, as Hubin says, most Brits don't speak English. I mean, I struggle myself, and it is the only language that I speak. I could speak probably about 3 or 4 words in Spanish, and none of those are helpful. Yeah, I am super excited to see what your beat you to it. Nice. Yeah, I'm super excited now to see what you come up with, Beef. To make in your kitchen. All I need now is for my flatmate to find the she swears down she's got a mixer somewhere. Here's Lou just being super inclusive and also showing all of us up because she speaks French. Yep. Exactly. I do feel bad that I've never learned another language, but well, I've also never been to another country, not by choice, but just because I don't have a passport and they're bloody expensive. But also because I have tried multiple times and for some reason my brain just cannot comprehend. I genuinely tried to learn French and I got such a migraine from trying to understand all the different ways that the words worked. And this was when I was younger as well, so I haven't actually tried doing it since. But at some point, I would like to learn a few phrases at least. Even if I can just ask people how they are, you know. Francophile, if that's the term. I'm a cinephile. What's that one? Is that the one where you only speak one language? Or is that multiple languages? Oh, my wax came out. I'm fluent in 2 languages, English and bad English. I'm fluent in swear words, does that count? I have to say, I think it's probably a good thing that I'm going to be wrapping up soon because I am getting quite the hunch and my back is starting to hurt. Fluent in sarcasm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sino means Chinese or anything to do with China. Oh, okay. Ah. That makes sense. I mean, I've not actually tried to learn Chinese, but I've heard it is an incredibly difficult language to learn. Is that actually as hard as people say it is, or is it just that people are lazy and they don't actually want to learn how to do it properly? I'm also fluent in sarcasm. It is my second language choice. That unintentional passive aggressiveness. Because I try and say things to be sarcastic and people don't understand that I'm being sarcastic or joking, and then they just think I'm an asshole. And I'm like, this isn't how you were meant to interpret it, but okay. I try, but my mouth is too western, so I can't pronounce some of it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. I would definitely have that problem then. I think any language is hard as an adult because you always try to relate it to English instead of learning how a child does. Yeah, I think my problem is I had that issue even when I was a child. I mean, the downside of being homeschooled is that I also didn't learn things in the way that most children typically would learn them, so that probably also didn't really help the issue. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense of being like, you're trying to... I find it's probably similar to like, you know, like when a software has like a major update to it, and it's like suddenly you're trying to simultaneously learn how to do all the new things whilst unlearning all of the old things that no longer work. That is a massive complication to learning, which I don't think is recognised all that much. It's just like, oh, this thing is just so easy. And it's like, well, it's easy to a new person because they're coming in on the ground floor where like everything, like they don't have the prior knowledge of it being different. Whereas if you're someone that's, you know, learned how to do something a certain way, trying to then unlearn all of those things to relearn something else is a lot harder. Mum tried to teach me Cantonese when I was younger. Still shit. Fair. You tried though. That's the main thing. I mean, I remember my grandmother trying to teach me knitting when I was a child, and I just could not get it. I mean, admittedly, I was, you know, maybe about 5, and then knitting needles probably about as long as my arm, but I just couldn't do it. And now, admittedly, I haven't actually been doing any lately, but I watched a YouTube video and I bought myself a pair of knitting needles, and I was just like, this is easy. I don't understand, like, why I found this so hard as a child. I mean, I got like probably about a length about that long. You know, I could make a tiny scarf out of it. Cantonese is harder than Mandarin, so that doesn't help. Oh, fair. Yeah. But yeah, I think sometimes as well, like some things just make more sense to you when you are older. So that is my 2 cents on why people should never stop trying to learn things or think like, oh, it's, you know, I didn't get this when I was younger, so I'm not gonna get it now. Like, some things do change, and you won't know if you don't try. She says, sitting here with the ability to learn these things and not. So I am fully aware that I have not really been taking my own advice recently. One second. Oh, nice. Gonna have to remember that one. If anyone, you know, just really annoys me, and you know, I can't in the general public that I work with, I cannot swear at them. So, unfortunately, so I have to find creative ways of telling them things. So if I just happen to say that in a language I know they're not going to understand, I feel that's actually quite funny. I mean, especially because people look at me and assume that I have Hispanic heritage, and I don't. So that always really catches them off guard, because they expect me to speak Spanish and I don't. I have African heritage, to be exact, so I definitely do not speak Spanish very well. Even though I would like to learn it, which probably wouldn't actually help the issues, but, you know, that's people stereotyping for you. Right. I don't know whether to leave it there, because as it's gone to 12 now, and I'm very hungry. So I think for most of the ones are done. Actually, I'll tell you what, I've got some there. Guys, I didn't know. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, I've never had anyone on stream say it, but I've had a few people in shall we say in public settings that have made that assumption, and they always seem very shocked when I not only speak fluent English, you know, with the accent as well, but also when I tell them that I'm not Hispanic, because they just assume. It's like, well, you don't know me, so why would you think that? There we go. So I'm just gonna quickly throw all these ones on, just because it's on the very edge of the canvas. Don't want these to dry out. There you go. Lovely. So all of the edges are covered. Push that one in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, all the edges are covered and sealed, so that should be fine. I'm gonna try, and I've had a guy ask me if I speak English. Yeah, I had that. It was a little while ago. I was outside of work. I was standing outside of my workplace because it wasn't time to clock in yet, so I was, you know, just on my phone doing some stuff. And this guy walks up to me and he was like, "Oh, excuse me, do you speak English?" And I was like, yes, because I was just so taken aback that anyone would blatantly walk up to someone and say that, and then proceeds to ask me for money. And I was like, do you honestly expect that you're going to get anything out of me when you've literally just made this blatant assumption that I was not from this country? Jog on. Some people, honestly, are just incredible. But yeah, that is where we have got to today. That is our shininess. Like I said, I've got all the ones in the middle. Well, I've got all the ones around the outside, just so then they don't dry out. And then yeah, I might actually be back on tomorrow morning with some more dots. If I can. Oh, got an escapee. I don't know where that one came from. Yeah, I'll try and be back on tomorrow with some more dots. And I might be on, as I say, later tonight. I don't know what time I will be on. If I do, but I will try and get on and play some Go-Go Town. So if anyone is around for that, I will probably put in one or many Discords, if and when I'm planning to do that. I didn't look shocked. I was tempted to answer in German. That would have been hilarious if you'd answered in German. There's a family at the other end of the block from me who only speak Ukrainian. Fun chats. Fair, yeah. See, for me, I've also been used to working with a few Polish people as well. So I don't actually know. Well, I think I've forgotten all the Polish that I know, but I know how to converse with them enough. If that's the same thing. Yeah, it's you know what, languages are fun. I just wish that I had the brain that actually understood them more. But yeah, I'm gonna stop waffling. Oh, I really want waffles now. I'm gonna stop waffling because I'm hungry. There isn't anyone on really to raid, so I'm actually no, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna load this up. Someone that I do watch, called Mr. DJ, who is currently, he's playing a retro game. I can't see what it is because the ad's just stopping this from working. He's playing Retro Blade. I've never heard of, sorry, not Retro Blade, Power Blade 2. I have not heard of this game. I know nothing about it. But he is a very nice, very chatty Liverpudlian guy, who is very funny. So we are going to go raid him. And yeah, I will try and be back on tonight with some Go Town. If not, I will be back on tomorrow morning, probably around the same time, doing some dolls. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.
Then